What's up everyone? Brian with Headwaters Adventure Company, and today I'm here in the shop trying to answer one of the age-old questions that we get all the time is why would I pay $1,000 more for this kayak when I can get this kayak for say 800 bucks? Today I've got 3 kayaks that I'm going to walk you through. Probably our 3 best-selling 12-foot kayaks. Well, 12-ish foot. I've got the Eddieline Caribbean 12FS, the Crescent Kayaks Light Tackle 2, and the Feelfree Kayaks Mako 12.5. I'm going to walk you through start to finish Mako 12.5, Light Tackle 2, Caribbean 12FS, so you can see the differences. The Feelfree Mako 12.5 comes in at $7.99 right now, and the 12FS, the Caribbean from Eddieline, comes at $18.99. So what do you get for that extra $1,000? And is it something that you should look at spending? So one thing we do like to talk to people about when they come in and start talking about purchasing, say a higher end kayak from us, is overall budget. Say your budget is $1,000, $1,200 and you're looking at picking up some kind of sit on top kayak, say one of these kayaks that I have behind me. Say something like the Mako 12.5 or a Light Tackle 2 from Crescent. What we like to talk to you about is boat plus paddle. So paddles are what you connect yourself to the water with. Buying a decent paddle and a lesser expensive kayak is definitely something we like to bring up during the conversation of purchasing a kayak. So say you have a $1,000, $1,100 budget. You come into the shop, we'll start talking to you about something like the Mako 12.5, along with packaging a paddle with something like this. So this is the Bending Branches Angler Pro. Great paddle, fiberglass blade, carbon shaft. You're going to have a better experience overall with the kayak if you do look at spending just a little bit less on the boat and more on a decent paddle, something like this. All right, so jumping into these boats. The Feelfree Mako 12.5 is 12.5 feet long, 34 inches wide, has a capacity of 400 pounds and weighs roughly 85 pounds. Now, on the Feelfree website, that does say not including the seat, so the seat will add, to be honest, only a couple pounds. This boat is a rotomolded polyethylene kayak. It does have quite a few cool features though, including a molded in front handle, nice frame seat which is height adjustable, and has a wheel built into the stern of the kayak, so you don't have to purchase a cart on top of the kayak, which is great. The kayak does have gear tracks running down the side of the boat, along with a removable sonar pod to allow you to add, say, a fish finder in between your legs in the boat. It does have a decently sized front hatch, along with a nice big tank well just behind the seat. In front of the tank well just behind the seat is 2 molded in rod holders, along with a vertical rod storage system, which is kind of cool. That way you don't have to worry about catching your rods, say, on trees or overhanging brush if you are floating like a creek or like to fish close to shore in lakes or ponds. The kayak does include adjustable foot braces. So the Mako 12.5 has more of a cathedral hull design. So what this means is it really has kind of 2 pontoons on the outside of the hull and 1 keel right down the middle of the hull. What this does is creates a lot of stability and really well tracking paddling kayaks. There again, with this kayak coming in at $7.99 right now, it's really hard to beat. Coming up next is the Crescent Light Tackle 2. This kayak is 12 feet 4 inches long, is 34 inches wide, weighs 75 pounds, and has a capacity of 450 pounds. So, with the features of the Light Tackle 2, you get a molded plastic front handle, a fairly large front hatch, gear tracks down the left and right side of the kayak, a nice framed height adjustable seat, which does provide a lot of comfort in this boat, adjustable foot braces, a couple gear trays just behind the seat to the left and right side. This kayak does not include molded in rod holders. It does have a couple mighty mounts just behind the seat that we can add rod holders to. In the tank well, it does have a strap down the middle of the tank well, which is kind of a cool feature to help you strap down, say, gear if you are kayak camping anything like that, an ice chest if you want to. And then it does include a couple gear tracks to the left and right side of the tank well, along with a flat mounting spot for something like a motor or shallow water anchor at the rear or stern of the kayak. So with the hull of the Light Tackle 2, it does have a very large pronounced keel down the center of the boat, which does create a very well paddling, very well tracking kayak. It does have kind of a softer initial stability. What that does though is allows you to control the boat a little bit more. The hull does have a very hard secondary stability though. So if you are edging the boat, say in moving water out in the ocean, it will get to a point and it will stop. This does create a little more of a dynamic, kind of fun to play with kayak. All right, jumping over to the Eddieline Caribbean 12FS. The Eddieline is right at 12 feet long, 30 inches wide, so it is a little thinner than the Moken 12.5 or the Light Tackle 2. It does weigh 45 pounds, so if you're looking for a kayak on the lighter side, this is a great choice. It has a capacity of 275 pounds, and the build process of this kayak is a thermoformed ABS. They essentially form the hull and then form the deck and kind of glue the two pieces together. The Caribbean 12FS has a fairly large front hatch, adjustable foot braces, gear tracks left and right side just like the other two kayaks, a single height frame seat, so there's no height adjustment with this boat. It does have a hatch just behind the seat, which is kind of a cool feature. A fairly large rear tank well, along with the other two. Obviously, these sit-on tops do include fairly large tank wells. Another cool feature is the paddle clip / handle on the right and left side of the kayak. And then out back, it does feature a webbing handle and one more hatch. So the Caribbean 12FS features more of a keel down the center of the boat. That really starts at the bow of the boat and ends at the stern of the boat. What this does is really helps with tracking. The 12FS is probably one of the best tracking 12-foot kayaks that I've ever paddled. All right, so to answer the age-old question, do you get what you pay for? To sum things up, according to this graph that I made, obviously, the more you pay, the higher quality you get of a kayak. But there are a few things that go into that. Does this higher-end kayak fulfill the needs that you're looking for? Or can you get away with something, say, like the Moken 12.5 at over $1,000 less at $799? That's hard to beat. This plus, say, a $200 or $300 paddle, and you're in to this kayak for less than the Light Tackle 2. So what you need to do, there again, talk to your local kayak shop, go in, paddle them, do some demos, ask questions. That's why we're here, to help you choose whether or not you need to spend $18.99 or if you can get away with $7.99. We're going to be doing more videos like this comparing different priced kayaks to one another. So these are probably our top 3 selling kayaks, 12-foot kayaks here in the store. So that's why I kind of wanted to walk you guys through this video, just to help you out and hopefully give you the information that you need in making the choice between these kayaks. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Let us know down below in the comments where you kind of fit in this lineup. Are you kind of a Moken 12.5 kind of person, or say a Light Tackle 2 right down the middle, or you're jumping into the Caribbean 12FS?